All right. So this is just role playing. All the information is false. It is just for pretend and for class. No one should take this seriously and or as a presentation to accurately do suicide risk assessments. So, hi Terry. How you doing this week?
It's been a really rough week.
Okay. Would you say it's better or worse than usual?
It's probably been worse than usual. Just really had a lot of things that have made me feel down this week.
Can you tell me about those things?
Well, my husband left a while back, and I'm just by myself now. My kids are all grown, and so I didn't really expect to be in this position where I was living by myself. You kind of have these dreams that when your kids are all gone, you and your husband are going to go live a great dream, and just not going to happen. So it's like, why am I here? I mean, my kids are all over other places, and there's really nothing here for me.
Okay. When you say, you know, here, do you mean where you are right now, like your house in the city you're in?
No, I just mean kind of in the overall scheme of things. What has life got for me right now? It really doesn't have anything.
Okay. So it sounds like to me like you're saying there's not really much worth living for.
Yeah, yeah, there doesn't seem to be right now. I mean, I talk to my kids once in a while, but they're all living all their own lives other places, and just me here by myself.
Okay. So it sounds like being by yourself is really kind of putting a toll on your happiness and well-being right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can you give me an example of anything that you do think is worth living for? What's keeping you here?
Oh, I don't know. I go to work, and I do enjoy some things at work. So, but that's about it right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, based on what you said right now, I want to do a risk assessment for suicide. Um, I'll go over the answers with you at the end, but just based on what you've said, I just want to make sure that I understand what you're going through and that I understand where you are right now, so that if you do need help that I can't provide, that we can get you that help. Does that sound like something you're willing to do?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, have you ever thought about killing yourself?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Okay. Has that been recently?
Yeah, yeah. The last couple of months, really.
Okay. How often have you been thinking about it in the last couple of months?
Well, quite a bit. Especially when I'm driving, because sometimes I think it'd just be so easy to just go off the road where there's a big hill or something like that.
Do you commute to work every day?
Yeah, yeah,
So, is this about an everyday occurrence?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Do you notice that when there's a time that you think about it more often than other times?
Usually on my way home from work.
Okay. Okay. Does it start immediately when you get in the car?
Not right when I get in. Usually it's kind of on my way, especially I've got an area to work that there's kind of some drop offs, and so when I'm going past that area, it just kind of brings it to mind even more.
Okay. Have you ever attempted to kill yourself?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. Is your you mentioned kind of veering off the road, or there's a specific area that that's kind of difficult for vehicles to it'd be the road that you could veer off of. Is that the only way you've thought about killing yourself?
Well, I've had some sleeping pills because I have had trouble sleeping lately. So, I've thought about maybe just taking all my sleeping pills at once.
Okay. When do you think about that?
Sometimes at night when I'm going to sleep, especially, when I go to take one.
Where do you store those pills?
They're in the medicine cabinet in the bathroom.
Okay, so they're not within reach while you're laying down in bed?
No, not usually. Usually I keep them up there. Otherwise I tend to move them and lose them.
Okay. Have you ever talked to someone about wanting to commit suicide?
No, no,
Okay. So you don't bring this up with your children or any other friends or anyone?
nope. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, when you're getting these urges, what do you do?
I usually just try to go to sleep.
Okay.
When I'm in bed, I do. As in the car, I guess the thought is always, well, what if I don't die? What if I just really injure myself horribly and I end up paralyzed or, break my neck, but I'm not dead? I mean, there's always that concern if you're having a car wreck or something that maybe it won't really work.
Okay. Well, that's a really good insight. You seem to be planning ahead for a future. So that's really optimistic. Um, and I like,
I sure don't want it worse than it already is.
yeah, yeah, okay. Well, it just seems like you have very good insight into what you're feeling and kind of understanding more than just you. That's a really great perspective to say, what if I don't die?
Mhm,
What if I just end up hurting myself?
mhm.
Um, have you ever intentionally hurt yourself?
No. Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Um, so how likely, on a scale of, let's say, 0 to 6, where it's never at all being 0 and extremely likely is 6, how likely are you to kill yourself today?
Today, probably one. Probably not very likely today.
Okay. Okay. I know you've mentioned the pills. Do you have any other means of hurting yourself in your home?
I have a gun, but I don't think I'd do that. I mean, that just seems really a little too much.
Okay. Where is your gun? Where do you store it?
Oh, well, I store it under my bed so that if anyone comes, tries to break in, I can shoot it off and scare someone away.
Okay. Okay. Um, well, based on this assessment, it seems like you're I wouldn't say very, but you're at a low risk for suicide. It seems like, there's a lot going on in your life. There's stress. You've had some obvious losses in your life. You're kind of dealing with a weird transition phase right now that you didn't really expect in your life. So it seems like it's a rather hard time in your life, and I'd really love for us to process through that, and then possibly create a safety plan for in case these emotions heighten. If there's ever a point where you're scared that you might actually commit suicide, it'd be great for us to have a plan set in mind. Have you ever thought of a plan or what you would do if those feelings got any stronger?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, I think that's something we should work on. It doesn't mean that you will commit suicide or that you'll even attempt suicide. It's just a safety procedure. They put cars in, or the seatbelts in cars. You might not ever get in an accident, but it's there to protect you just in case.
Yeah,
Sound like a good plan?
yeah, yeah, it
Okay.
does.
We'll spend some of next week's session working on that, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the mini mental state examination.
Okay.
I'm just kind of trying to figure out if you're at a normal range for change and aging. Um, I just kind of want to check your cognitive functioning. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, let's see. Let me get to it. So, can you tell me who the president is?
Yeah, Obama.
And what season would you call this that we're in?
Did you say season?
Mm-hmm.
Winter. Definitely.
Winter.
It's been cold.
Okay. And what month are we in?
We are in February.
Okay. Great. Can you tell me what city you're in?
I'm in a village. I'm in Collins, which is actually a village.
Oh, really? So not even considered a city?
No, it's not even
Oh,
considered a town. It's considered a village.
wow.
I know.
What county is that in?
St. Clair.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. I'm actually at my farmhouse today.
Your farmhouse? Okay, cool. Great. Can you repeat after me? Cell phone, glasses, bottle.
Cell phone, glasses, bottle.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Can you spell the word world backwards?
Oh, gee. Okay, W-R-L-D. So D-L-R-O-W.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy.
I know. It takes a second, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat those three words that I said earlier?
Cell phone, glasses, bottle.
Yes, great. Okay. Can you tell me what this is?
Fitbit.
Okay.
I have
Can
one.
you? There you go. Can you tell me what this is?
Oh, that's a sweet dog.
Okay. Can you tell me what this is?
Cup.
Awesome. Can you repeat no ifs, ands, or buts?
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay. Do you have a piece of paper available to you right now?
I do.
Okay.
See if I can find a pen. Hold on.
Oh, you don't need a pen. You just need a piece of paper.
Okay. Let's see. Can it be a paper that was a bill? It's a.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna have you do some stuff with it.
Okay. They're just trying to get me to buy DirecTV that I don't want to buy anyway.
Well, there you go. Okay, can you take it and fold it in half?
Okay.
Can you put it on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay, they're closed.
Okay, open your eyes. Okay. Can you write a sentence on a piece of paper?
Mm-hmm.
Can you write a sentence on a piece of paper?
Write a sentence.
Yes.
Can I just use my finger since I can't find a pen?
Sure.
Okay. W-R-I-T-E, S-E-N-T-E-N-T-E.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm not a great speller.
It's okay. And since we're not sitting next to each other and we don't have a piece of paper, so I can't exactly show you this image, can you draw two circles
Okay.
in the camera so I can see? Just up in the air, kind of?
Let me get up here. 1, 2.
Okay, how about two squares?
1, 2.
Okay, great. That's the end of that assessment. I just kind of wanted to make sure that, all your faculties were there, your memory, your language, your attention, and that you were able to register things. And then those beginning questions I asked you were kind of to make sure that you were oriented to time, place, kind of where you are. Excuse me. This was just kind of an exam. I don't think you're at an age where this is quite necessary yet. It's just preliminary.
I'm going to be 60 in April, and I think once you start hitting that age, it's good to check those every once in a while.
Exactly. We just kind of want to know your status and check in every once in a while to make sure you're still doing okay. And sometimes it's not even related to age. It could be, your mental health condition, or even medical issues that are affecting your mental state. Medications can alter your recall, attention. Sometimes people can be in a dissociative state, so they don't even know where they are, what time it is, what year it is. So it was just an overall mental health exam just to make sure that, you're at average, basically, capabilities.
Okay.
Okay? Great. So that was the end of those exams. How you feeling?
Feeling fine. One thing I saw is that I didn't think about, I guess we kind of did a safety plan, but I didn't call it a safety plan.
Right.
When we did the suicide things and
Mm-hmm.
about what to do if you started feeling stronger about certain feelings. But I kind of forgot about a formalized safety plan.
Right. Well, but I think you did a really good job of that. You know, you still talked about, you know, what would you do, and like, you know, is there anyone you can rely on? And you provided resources, which is really great. I'm just used to safety plans because that's what we do at the IBHC, and I've
Yeah.
had to do several safety plans in general at like a different practicum.
Yeah. And I know through Children's Division, they do some safety plans. Of course, the investigators always do safety plans. And I've done some with some of my families, but again, more like what I did with you is I don't write it down, but it's like if I've got a grandmother who's keeping, you know, a child, I mean, the safety plan is, okay, what are you going to do if the mom or dad tries to come over and see the child when they're not allowed to? You know, you're going to call 911 immediately. You're going to call me. So I've never called it a safety plan or written it down, but I kind of do it the same way.
Yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, it's just kind of the way that I talk to clients. I tend to like explain what we're doing a lot, and like,
And that's helpful.
yeah. I think it's just like my personal, I kind of want to be honest out in the open, like, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Just because I know personally, I hate being like out of the loop.
Right.
Like when I get to a doctor's office and they don't tell me, and then they're like, oh, we're going to give you a shot. I'm like, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was great. I wasn't, I guess, prepared for the fact that like the second assessment required kind of in person. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's really great for an in-person clinic situation like that. But I know people who use these kind of mediums for therapy, and so I wonder how you would go about that, especially
I don't know.
for.
Yeah, I know Pathways for a lot of their teens. I had a kid up in the Pathways in Clinton, and his therapy sessions were online, which to me seemed really strange that he would be in a residential facility and there would be no therapist that would come in there and do therapy with them.
And I understand, like, this is better than nothing for a lot of people, but
Oh, that's okay.
it's better than nothing for a lot of people. But yeah, for certain things like that, you know, and for certain assessments, body language tells a lot, you know. For like our suicide assessments, there's some of them, you know, if I could see your hands and you were like almost about to break a pen, you know, I think I would think about your answer differently.
Bringing your hands or something, or
Right.
your foot, or things that go on when you're real stressed. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, well, sounds good. So I guess we just have to get these up on YouTube and then kind of write how we felt about doing the assessments and everything.
And post it to Blackboard, right?
Mm-hmm,
With a link to our own video.
Right, correct.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. We'll each post one. Well, thank you. I'm glad we got it done and over, because it just seems like there's so much to do. Is this your last 2 classes too?
For my program?
Yes.
Yes. This summer I'll be doing my last practicum and I'm done.
Good. Do you know where you're going?
I'm looking at MUPC, South Providence Medical, or I'm going to try, actually, my number one choice is to do social work and the trauma ER, which is really like fast-paced and integrated care. And I mean,
sounds really fun.
I think I would thrive in that kind of environment. So.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right.
Well, you have a good week, and I will talk to you later then.
Okay, good night.
Okay, bye-bye.